The rain hammered the Texas plains like 1,000 tiny fists, turning the dirt road into a slick ribbon of mud. Emily stood soaked to the bone, her once elegant blue dress clinging to her skin, torn at the hem from the bramble she'd fought through. Her city heels were long gone, abandoned miles back when they sank into the mire. She'd come to this godforsaken ranch to escape New York's noise, her cheating fiancé, the suffocating expectations of her family's wealth. But escape had led her here, lost in a storm, staring at a stranger who looked like he'd stepped out of a Western painting. Jake Callahan tipped his Stetson back, rain dripping from the brim. His calloused hand hovered near her dress, not quite touching, as if asking permission to steady her. "You're a long way from anywhere, ma'am," he said, voice low, steady, cutting through the wind. His eyes, sharp as a hawk's, scanned her face, not her ruined dress. "Name's Jake. This is my land. You hurt?" Emily shook her head, shivering. "Emily. My car broke down. Phone's dead." She didn't mention the fight with her father's lawyer on the drive out, the one that ended with her screaming into the void and veering off the highway toward this nowhere town. She'd wanted freedom, not this. Jake nodded, unperturbed by the downpour. "Ain't no signal out here anyway. Come on, house is half a mile." He offered his arm, not grabbing, just there. She took it, her fingers brushing the rough denim of his sleeve. His grip was warm, grounding, like the earth itself. The walk was silent but for the rain and the squelch of boots. Emily stole glances at him, broad shoulders under a worn vest, a jawline dusted with stubble, a quiet strength that didn't need to prove itself. He wasn't like the polished men back home, all flash and no substance. Jake was raw, real, like the storm around them. His ranch house was modest, wood and stone, glowing faintly through the haze. Inside, a fire crackled in the hearth. Jake handed her a towel and a flannel shirt, pointing to a room to change. "Ain't much, but it's dry," he said, turning away to give her privacy. Emily emerged, the shirt swallowing her frame, smelling of cedar and smoke. Jake was at the stove, stirring something that smelled like chili. "Eat," he said, sliding a bowl across the table. "No questions, no pity. Just food." She ate, hunger winning over pride. "Why do you live out here?" she asked, voice softer now. Jake leaned back, hat off, dark hair falling over his forehead. "Land's been in my family since the 1800s. City tried to buy it once. Told them to shove it." He smirked, but his eyes were serious. "Out here, you answer to the sky, not suits." Emily laughed, surprising herself. "I know suits. Too many." She told him about New York, the betrayal, the need to run. He listened, no judgment, just nodding like he'd heard worse and seen folks break or rise from it. The storm raged on, trapping them. Hours passed, stories, coffee, the fire's warmth. Jake spoke of droughts, of losing his father to cancer, of choosing this life over an office job in Dallas. Emily felt her walls crumble, not from his words but his quiet certainty. By dawn, the rain slowed to a drizzle. Jake walked her to his truck, promising a tow for her car. "You don't have to go back, you know," he said, eyes locking on hers. "Not to them." Emily looked at the endless plains, then at him. For the first time, she felt seen. She wasn't ready to stay, but she wasn't running either. "Maybe I'll visit," she said, smiling. Jake tipped his hat. "Doors always open, Emily." As the truck rumbled toward town, she glanced back. Jake stood in the mist, a lone figure against the vast Texas sky. Something had shifted. She wasn't sure where she'd go, but for once, she wasn't afraid to find out.